shake your waist.
Welcome back to Twist of Fate, a podcast that's going to help you on your entrepreneurial journey to success. Because after all, the American dream is making the world a better place. Today's episode is special to me. It's about respecting our legacy and history of all Americans, but in particular, if you're a fan of Casino, The Untouchables, like I am, The Path of the Righteous Man, like Elliot Ness, that is a great American tale, people, that is actually being historically told and made accessible to the public by a very special 501c3 nonprofit named the Mob Museum. Today, my friend Shakala, the Director of Public Programs, is here to talk about all the awesome things they're doing of taking this rich history and culture of America to bring it to the masses. Shakala, welcome to Twist of Fate, my friend.
Yes, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Director of Public Programs at the Mob Museum. Could you tell us a little bit more about the Mob Museum, what you're trying to accomplish? And then I do want to hear more about your personal contributions there.
Absolutely. So the Mob Museum, well, first, welcome to Las Vegas. It's
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas, the National Museum of Organized Crime and Law Enforcement. When people come here, they see the glitz, the glamour, the Las Vegas Strip, but there's so much else to offer outside of that, which I know that you've experienced.
100%.
So in downtown Las Vegas which was really originally where Las Vegas was built, at least the Strip was built, I should say, is the Mob Museum. And we've been around since 2012. I have personally been at...
I want to ask you, just so people know when they visit.
Yep.
So downtown Las Vegas, a lot of people don't know, I walked the Strip all the way down there.
Yeah.
It's an impressive venue now. It's covered actually, like the roof of it's like a dome kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's Fremont Street, and yeah, it's very different from the Las Vegas Strip. A lot of locals,
That's right.
Yeah, definitely go to the downtown area. It's cheaper, more affordable for people working in Las Vegas, or if you're maybe on a budget and you want to come to Las Vegas and on a budget and you're traveling here, it's a great opportunity to see something else than what you may see on TV.
And the Mob Museum is down there.
Yep, we're
Not on Fremont Street.
not on Fremont Street, but on Stewart Street, but we're very close by. You can walk there.
Fantastic. Now, the Mob Museum, maybe you want to give an overview. What are they going to go when they go down there? Because, I have rave reviews about this place, but I want to hear it from you. Like, what's your offerings there?
So much to offer, and really especially to the locals, people who have families here, people who work here. But it's a huge tourist attraction now, and there are thousands of artifacts that are located in the Mob Museum. They're all about the mob in different parts of the country. We also offer public programming. So maybe if you're going on a night that we have an event, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you're in for quite a treat.
Yeah.
We bring in speakers from all across the country. They could be former FBI agents, undercover agents, people who have been involved in the lifestyle and have turned a different path. And it's really been...
It's really neat.
It is.
Just like state's witness, like people that were in protection programs.
Yeah, speaking out for the first time
Yeah.
at the museum. So it's been really rewarding to be able to craft that kind of partnership.
Got it. And as it's ran as a nonprofit, you have to raise funds to continue services. I mean, you get tickets and things like that, but is there certain events in a year? Like you mentioned events, like is there certain time periods or certain things that you recommend people to come to?
Yeah, we really rely on our guest services are, people who are buying tickets to the museum, like really in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and our donors who graciously give to the museum year after year, who attend the museum in our public programs and are just proud of what we're doing at the museum, who support us. And yeah, we occasionally do have events. We held on our 10-year anniversary, I believe, we held a huge fundraising gala, and that was a big success for us as
People
well.
get dressed up.
Oh yeah,
I saw the pictures there, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. People, and it can be like a regular Wednesday, and you'll see, people sometimes people just want to have a little fun, and they'll get dressed up in like their flapper dresses, and we have a speakeasy, as we were talking about before. And I would highly recommend the speakeasy. Is just a treat.
So, okay, that's owned by the Mob Museum?
Yep. So that's located in the basement of the Mob Museum, and so you have to have a password to enter from the side door. And there we have jazz nights in there. We have live performances, and the cocktails in there and the food in there is just magnificent as well.
Okay, I got to break the fourth wall, and I got to let you guys in on a little secret. This speakeasy that she's talking about, you don't know, but me and my fractional CFO took a well-needed vacation, a short rest vacation in Las Vegas. And we were wandering around in certain pathways by Excalibur. And he found this thing that looked like an advertisement, or kind of like a wanted sign, or like they were looking for somebody, but it was styled like it was prohibition. And I said, what are you doing over there? He said, hang on. He starts to push the wall in. I said, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And I look in there, and it looked like I walked back into 1930s America. I'm talking black and white films and the fires burning. And I have to say, there were some pretty good looking cocktails being served up in there. And then I said, okay, I said, we're really getting the rest of the night. I said, they got an icebox back there. I don't know, they got somebody frozen back there or something. That was amazing.
Did you try their cocktails?
A few too many. Enough that I got paranoid.
Oh no.
But in truth, I'll tell you, it was a piece of great American history that it wasn't like just going to a museum. It's like I experienced it. And I just think that was special. That was my first experience with the Mob Museum, not even knowing at that time that the Mob Museum existed. And let me tell you, a big shout out to the workers there. The bartenders were like a treasure trove of information.
They are.
They were friendly. They let me try things. And actually, they were a big fan of my podcasts, which you don't know. Right then and there, I texted my publicist and I said, we need to get the Mob Museum on here.
I love that.
Here we are.
Here we are, right? Full circle.
Twist of fate.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, so help me out here. So the mob is like a broad term.
Yeah.
So what are I'm not trying to get hit or anything here, but is there particular crime syndicates or groups or organized crimes that are focused on?
We really cover a, wide array, I would say, of topics within organized crime. So obviously there's this huge interest of, the history of the mob. Obviously, it's not as prevalent as it was back in the day. But there are still people alive who, are just now starting to open up about their stories and, maybe writing books about what they've been through, why they did what they did. And those are the people that we have been able to bring in to the Mob Museum to do some of our public programs. But there's, many aspects, the history of the mob, and there's also this contemporary criminal justice issues that we have also focused on. Very real issues that are impacting communities, like policing and the law enforcement side of the museum. And so we have done some really great programs that I've been proud of. During George Floyd, we held a 3-part series that was dedicated to the future of policing, taking a look back at law enforcement and where things are going now, the laws that are affecting some of these issues as well. And so there's international organized crime, which is a whole other.
But that's within your jurisdiction too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, we're talking about groups like part of American history. So the mafia, I'm assuming most people would assume. We're talking Yakuza, if we're talking international. We're talking is Black Panthers, because they're organized. Is it multiple groups, or do you group them together, or how do you handle them?
Twist of Fate podcast will be right back.
AI is a very interesting topic. The real American way is to embrace change. It is possible that many of us one day will work for an AI. Get used to it. If I wanted to invest in AI, what's the best way to play it? I don't know if you checked out the AI Drake is a better lyricist than the real Drake. Would you go to an AI church congregation? AI is coming, whether you like it or not. Invest in it. Get jobs in it. Embrace the change.
And now, back to Twist of Fate podcast.
There are multiple groups. Earlier this year, we did a story about the Black Mafia family. And we had a woman, Tanisa Welch, who was a part in really building the Black Mafia family alongside the 2 brothers. And obviously it's a big hit TV show now, so people are aware of it. But we try to bring that educational component to it as well, so people are aware and they understand some of the real life behind what you may see on TV. And next month we're holding a program about the Yakuza, and we're bringing in a journalist from Japan who has done a great deal of work in that area. And so really trying to find people who have lived this, breathed this, and really are knowledgeable about it.
Gotcha. And I don't want to insult any of my Irish American fans, because I know there's Irish gangs too. So, but there's no focus on one group. It's like, it's all inclusive. It's like, hey, we all put our hands in the mud at some point in time in American history with organized crime. And, in some respects, they held some communities up. And then in other cases, made people pay dues and, do some really bad things. But you guys cover all sides of it.
Yep. Street gangs, every kind of aspect of organized crime and crime in itself, we try to dip our toes in.
So if you don't mind me asking, the Speakeasy is kind of like an extension of what the museum is, in that it's like you can touch and feel and live history. Do you have other things like the Speakeasy? Like, is there another trap door I'm gonna find somewhere and fall through it, and then the mob will like put a sack over my head? Like, gotcha, You
gotta experience it. No, there is no one that's gonna put a sack over your head. But yeah, we do have different exhibits within the museum. It's 3 floors that people are able to experience. And what we have been trying to do over the years is make it more interactive. And so people can really have that experience that you just spoke about in the speakeasy. But we have a crime lab that is located on the first floor. And it's really an opportunity to learn for people to learn more about the forensic side of organized crime and law enforcement.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
One of my first jobs out of college was in forensic toxicology.
Wow.
Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, I actually was third author, but I was published in the Journal of Forensic Science.
Oh my goodness.
So it means something to me. I need to go check out the crime lab.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got to go check out the crime lab. And we do, fingerprint analysis in there. So I'm sure it would be right up your alley. There's a use of force exhibit within the Mob Museum as well. And that kind of outlines, a lot of the criminal justice issues that we've seen in America. And there's also a firearms training simulator in there. And so that puts people behind
a Tommy gun?
You won't have a Tommy gun.
I would think a lot of people need a Tommy gun.
No. But that really puts people in the shoes of being in a high stakes kind of environment and really tests your decision making. And so, really trying to build those interactive experiences up. And the plans for expansion too. And so hoping that within the near future, a lot of people will be able to experience even more than what the museum currently has.
It's a huge need that you guys are filling. Like we had a guest on the show that actually participated in Spike, which was a TV channel here in town. And they had a show called Deadliest Warrior, and they focus on historical era like fighters. But in this case, they had a couple episodes about the Yakuza. They had episodes about the mafia and the weapons they use and things like this. And I have to say, I was a huge fan of that show because it has history and legacy, and I'm all about that. But I got to tell you, the Speakeasy, it was way more interactive. I was like, wow, it's not being, what you guys do, it's not just being taught history, it's experiencing it.
Absolutely.
So very kudos to you. Like, if you don't mind me asking, how do these exhibits happen? Like, is it, you have a creative team, you guys get together and say, let's try something. Like, how does the creative process work?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I am a part of the content department. And so I get the privilege of being in, being at the table of where, you hear a lot of these different ideas. Sometimes it will be people who found something in their garage and...
Yeah.
Well,
here in Vegas, right? Like there was a lot of related crime stuff.
Yeah, and they may call us and ask us if we want to check it out. And so it's been really awesome to kind of locate or I should say hear about these artifacts and to locate them and then see them in the museum. But we've really done a lot of research, and that's why there are thousands of these artifacts that you can only see at the museum currently. And so our team is just one of one, I'll say.
One of a kind, 100%. Okay, so for you being the director of public programs, like I obviously can tell there's a lot of pride you have in what you're building, but this is special in your career too, right? So, I think you told me before we started, you've lived in Las Vegas for a long time now.
Yes, I've been here for 9 years.
That's a long time.
Which, when I say it, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Where did you come from before that?
Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Okay.
So across the country. And so this...
Much love to the Massachusetts community.
Yes.
You got one that is stepping up, right?
an East Coaster at heart. And you know, when I came here, I didn't know what to expect. And it's just, yeah.
Was it a job at Brown here?
Yep.
Did you have family, or did you just want to come to Vegas? Or what's that about?
No, I came here for a job. I was a news reporter, a local news reporter. And so even just to experience, you know, that side of life here in Las Vegas. I mean,
Because there's a lot of news in Las Vegas. There's all kinds of stuff happening here. A lot of events, right?
yep, a lot of news. And I was, you know, primarily a night side reporter. And so you see a very different side to the community, but you also see very real people.
There's a saying, a cliched saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and you were reporting on that stuff, right? Like, oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that job, but
You know, you know, as in every community, every city, you cover the worst of the worst, but you also cover the best of the best. Really, I met my fiance here. I met my best friends here. And so Las Vegas will always hold just a very special place in my heart. But yeah, I came here from my first job in Springfield, Massachusetts, as a news reporter and anchor.
and you specifically wanted to be a news reporter.
I did.
You're a communications graduate? Or?
I went to Emerson College, and yes, in Boston, and I majored in broadcast journalism. And I originally wanted to work more on the writing side, and then there was just a little bit
So
more.
I put a camera in your face?
Yeah, just a little bit more money on the broadcast side. So my path kind of took me there. But yeah, I was in the news business for a while, and
Was it a culture shock as a woman of color moving to Las Vegas?
I don't know if
Were you able to find community right away?
okay, I like how you phrased that. No, but I was also surviving. You know, like when you're in the thick of things, especially in a job like news. I mean, you're just working. You're working
You got to follow the opportunities as they come, right?
Exactly. And it wasn't until really after, when I left the business and went to the museum, that I really got the opportunity to get out of survival mode. And so I'm very, very, very grateful for that. But yeah, when I moved,
I'll tell you why I asked this question. Because, look, the Las Vegas that I know, yes, I'm hanging out at the Strip. I did find the art district, one on the right.
love the arts district.
Downtown Vegas, and then you'll learn that, like, I'm big into fishing and stuff. So I keep looking at Lake Mead, like, this is my people. But, like, I always wonder what it's like somebody from Las Vegas, like, where do they congregate? Like, where do they hang out? Like, I don't think you're in the Strip every night. Like, so you were able to find your way, and you think the Mob Museum helped you with that?
Yeah. So when I first moved out here, it was a shock in a sense of moving from the East Coast to the West Coast. They are completely different places, completely different weather, completely different people, right? And so you meet this niche group of people, there's a lot of people who have lived here their entire life, but there's also a lot of people who have moved here.
Transplants, yeah.
Transplants as well.
A lot of my Cali brothers and sisters moved out here.
Yeah. A big hot spot for the Californians. Just because it's a lot more affordable than a lot of other places. But yeah, you'll quickly discover, as in every city, that outside of, that street on the Strip, there's just this real authentic community here, filled with just really, really great people. And so it was fun to be able to meet, different people who may have not talked or walked like me, and, had all these different perspectives of life. And then also be able to explore life outside of the Strip, some of these local businesses. I love the Arts District. I love downtown Las Vegas. I barely ever go to the Las Vegas Strip unless you have like that one friend who's coming to town.
Annoy you enough that you're like, oh well.
Okay, goodness. But so much to do here. It's a big foodie place here, which I love.
Actually, I just was mentioning this to my production team that I said, I think Las Vegas is the best seafood in the world.
Wow.
And they kind of looked at me.
Yeah.
So you don't know, like I fish like crazy.
Okay.
You know, I think a special guy named Captain Kevin took me out lobster hooping in Los Angeles, and we caught 38 lobsters in one night.
Oh my gosh.
And don't get me wrong, that lobster was good because I can cook. But it is the freshest seafood here. And I'd say across the board, like, I feel like it's a melting pot
Yes.
of food types. Like, there's the ethnicities are fully represented.
Twist of Fate podcast will be right back. And now, back to Twist of Fate podcast.
Yes, yes. That's what I especially love about living here is.
And I don't mean those casino buffets. You're talking like,
Oh no, yeah. Off the strip, there's just so much diversity. There's a lot of Hawaiians that live here. We call it the Ninth Island, and a lot of Hawaiians that have come here to Las Vegas, and the Hawaiian food is just outstanding.
it's good.
here.
I hope you leave that span alone. Don't be eating that span.
Got it.
I make the joke because I fry spam for my kids all the time, but I don't indulge too much.
Yeah. A great Philippine place that's, right by my house. And so a lot of different diversities, different cultures that you're able to experience here as well that I like.
You know, I get it because I think the Mobster Museum is like a manifestation of some of that too, because many of these syndicates are out of or represented so many ethnicities.
Yeah.
So it didn't fall on deaf ears when I saw like what was happening, because I think all the groups are somewhat represented there. But for you, yeah, I'm proud. One, I'm proud at your story. I want to see women of color go out and kick butt in this world.
Yeah.
I love that. So you're doing that. So fist bump on that.
Thank you.
But to experience the local culture, that's where it's special. So Las Vegas may be your home, right? Like you may not be going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I definitely love living here. I don't know. I think of the snow back home and the winters, and it's just not appealing anymore. But my family lives back there, so I do try and travel as much as I can to see them. But I do definitely like just the thought of living somewhere warmer and being able to just build my own community and friends and family here.
Okay, 100%. So your future here in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
How about the Mobster Museum? Let's talk a little bit about the Mob Museum, the future of where it could go. Are any thoughts or any areas of exploration? You already mentioned international, which I'm a big fan of, but like, what's up with the Mob Museum in the future?
So, we're definitely focusing on what we have now, which is just a gem. And, I think that, for the team that has been here since the beginning, um, they've really built something special, right? And I'm very honored to be a part of that currently and to be able to
Big
build.
shout out to that group.
Yes.
We love you.
Yeah.
You're doing great work.
Yes, they are. And, I'm just right now trying my best, in my part of the museum to do what I can and to make it even bigger and better. I mentioned before that there are, some plans in the work to maybe expand the museum from where it currently is. I don't know. I've never thought about
No TV shows, no screening,
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But there's definitely, I don't know, a story to be told there.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So if any of my audience wanted to visit the Mom Museum, you already established it's down in downtown Las Vegas.
Yep.
And that I already disclosed that there's the speakeasy, you got to find it. Actually, I'd rather have you kind of wander into it, right? Like, I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is. But then you had mentioned that there's certain events in the year. Could we just let them know, you mentioned your donors, like if there's a key time to donate, or maybe Giving Tuesday is a time where you guys are accepting things. What are some of the events that to look for in the calendar year?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, it's themommuseum.org. We have an events page that kind of outlines, what we have planned for the year. I would really, it's kind of an all year round effort, to be honest with you. We do have an activation on Giving Tuesday for, nonprofits.
You do? Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But whenever you can. It was really built from the ground up. The team works extremely hard every single day. Just a shout out to our people in the museum, our guest service agents who are greeting, people who come to the museum and taking them on tours and offering, some of the interactive exhibits that I've talked about. They've really made this place a special place to be, to work, to go to. And so all year round, we're always looking for those donations to just try to be even better and to try to offer even more to people who come to the museum.
And then one ticket gets you open access to the 3 floors, and then you can purchase a tour, right? I just heard.
Yep. You can purchase an additional add-on for the exhibits as well.
There's a gift shop?
There is a gift shop. Yep, there's a gift shop. How could I forget?
I'm trying to get one of those hats, I'm trying to, go throwback.
Yeah, I took my brother to the gift shop and he went wild in there. But a lot of fun t-shirts in there, a lot of fun hats in there, some little trinkets that you can get. There's we have books available in there that if you're interested in reading and learning even more about some of the stories that are featured in the museum, that you can purchase a book. Also in that retail space is our exhibit on the mob's pop culture in America. Mm-hmm. And so we know that's a huge drive. For a lot of people, maybe you've seen Denzel in American Gangster, and so you'll see some of that.
My man.
Yeah, you'll see some of that in near that space as well.
Okay, fantastic. And then if any of my audience want to follow you on social media, or the Mob Museum, or just trying to figure out where's that speakeasy he's talking about, how do they go online and find out more?
Yes, so I'll say the password to the speakeasy is on the museum's website. You'll have to find it there, but you can follow the Mob Museum on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our social team is I mean, even just them being able to offer the educational component of what they're doing on social media, it's a great follow as well.
And then you don't know, maybe some people in the community are still missing you as a reporter. Like, if they want to find you, do you have a social handle that you want them to find you?
Yes, so it's Shakala Alvaranga, my Facebook page that I still have. It's funny because when I moderate some of the discussions at the museum, we'll have locals that will come in and say,
I bet you
I remember you from when you were a news reporter here. And so it's always just very humbling to be able to connect with people, maybe not in the journalism world anymore, but in this new position that I've kind of grown into.
Honestly, my friend, I'm glad you're not on the beat anymore.
Yeah.
Late night Las Vegas, I'd rather not be in that, you know?
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable these days.
In the mob museum, right? Come on.
I'm protected.
That's awesome. Okay, with that, I'm going to move to my final thoughts. I hope that this episode demonstrates to you as entrepreneurs in training that although Doug is very much about looking forward or having a future vision on where you're going, that sometimes looking back in time can not only be fun, inspiring, and thought-provoking. If you don't understand those things, check out the Mob Museum. This is a place that is, frankly, telling the tales of great American entrepreneurs like we do on this show and how they made the world a better or worse place. I guess it depends on what perspective you're on. But it is a history that we all, as my Italian brothers, Korean brothers, Japanese brothers, Irish brothers, things that happen historically that, all of us should be aware of and be knowledgeable of. And, all jokes aside, understand how it's a part of the rich Las Vegas history and the rich history of America. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe. We want to get these great tales of Americans in the pursuit of happiness to make the world a better place. With that, I leave you until the next Twist of Fate.
Twist of Fate is hosted by Doug Younger. It's produced by Julian Sepulveda at Motive Motion Advertising and Film. Special thanks to all of our Patreon members, and if you want to be a part of our growing community, join our Patreon and get access to bonus material, Twist of Fate merch, and more. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for listening.